What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you hooligans being here. If you got a like button where you are currently watching, hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. What day is it? It's Freedom Friday. Happy Freedom Friday to all of you hooligans. I don't know why I thought it was Wednesday. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe I'll get my car back today. I doubt it. I'm supposed to call after the live to see what's going on with the car. So if you would like to know what's going on with the car later today, make sure you join Gilded or jeffmaclive.com so you can catch that update. We're going to be reading over the schedule really quick, and then we're going to check all the chats, make sure everything's running, and we'll go ahead and get her started. We're going to be starting out with a video titled Maine Congressman Jared Golden. I now favor banning assault weapons after the Maine mass shooting. People are so stupid. I'm not even going to go into it right now. Just so stupid. So stupid. Then we have a video titled Busted. Security video shows Democrat Jamal Bowman take down warning signs and pulls fire alarm. It's so stupid. This is probably the final follow-up on that guy. The guy who pulled the fire alarm claiming he didn't know how to open a door. Well, when you watch this video, it is very clear that he's just a liar and pulled that fire alarm to suspend the meeting. What an idiot. Then we have a video titled Oregon State Board of Education extends pandemic proficiency requirements. That's blue team stuff all day. Proficiency requirements. What they mean is they're going to just keep the standard really low, and kids in Oregon don't have to pass any kind of test saying they know how to read and write. You can graduate high school in Oregon without having to read and write. Yay. That's great. That's fantastic. Then we have a video titled Biden faces primary challenge from Democratic Congressman Dean Phillips. I don't know who this guy is. Some blue team guy. He says old man Walter has done great things for this country, but he thinks that he can carry it even further. I'm like, well, that sounds terrible. That sounds like we'll be speaking Mandarin by 2025, and I don't know about that. Then we'll be wrapping things up with a video titled U.S. conducts airstrikes in Syria. I don't have a whole lot to say about it because it's just Middle East stuff going on that, well, it doesn't have anything to do with America, so it's just what it is. Either way, we're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we'll be starting with our first video. Of course, my voice is going to go out right now. What's up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. Hopefully, everybody should be able to make it to the chat, no problem. I think I fixed the login issue. If you're on the website and for some reason you're having login issues, go ahead and send me an email. I'll try and work with you to get it fixed. But as far as I know, everything is fixed over there. I'll purge the cache just in case. Everything should be fine, though. Should be good to go. What's up, everyone over on Rumble? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Astro Hammer? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Lifelike? What's up, Christy Star? What's up, Shannon? What's up, Brujo? Sam, you're omnipresent. What's up, RK? What's up, Simply Witchy? Goodness. Happy freedom, all of you hooligans. Appreciate all of it. Just one second. Okay, maybe that's better. My apologies, hooligans. Happy freedom, all of you guys over on Rumble. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Derby? I'm doing pretty good, Derby. How are you doing? And God bless. Doing all right, except for my voice going out now that I need to use it. What's up, everyone over on Odyssey? Is Odyssey working? I think halfway through the live yesterday, Odyssey stopped working, and I just didn't know it. But when I went to do the replay, it said my live was only 90 minutes long, but we were live for 3 hours and 15 minutes yesterday, so something happened over on Odyssey, but it seems like we're running good right now. What's up, Prison Hug? Happy freedom. What's up, everyone over on D Live? Appreciate you hooligans all being here. I wonder if we're gonna make it on the front page again. I don't think we did yesterday, and I was all disappointed and stuff. What's up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom. What's up, DeRosa? What's up, Tom Tom? Appreciate you hooligans being here. What's up, everyone on Twitch? What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Tom Tom, you're omnipresent. I appreciate it. What's up, everyone over on GoofTube? What's up, Proud Ankle? What's up, JT3? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Damon Walker? Sam, there you are. What's up, Shanti? What's up, Hasbo? Oh no, you're good. You're good. What's up, JP? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Long Reach? What's up, Alex? What's up, Elisa? What's up, Nord? Just reading through. What's up, Anthony? What's up, VH? Happy freedom, all of you hooligans. Let's see, Nord, what are you saying? I said, as soon as the Gaza incident, how long until they ban guns in the U.S.? No surprise in Maine calling for taking away constitutional rights. They hate that we have rights. Yeah, see, I don't know a whole lot about Maine, but I think it's terrible that somebody can do a mass shooting and there's no good guys with guns. There's one bad guy with gun, running around the whole state shooting everybody. No good guys with guns. Where the fuck are they at? I don't know. I don't get it. You couldn't go around Michigan doing that. You'd last about 20 miles. Somebody would catch you. They'd catch you. You'd be lucky they call the police after they catch you. That's the problem around here. We got too many woods and stuff. I can't say how many times I've read the news and they're like, so-and-so was arrested today because they found body parts severed from the human body located in holes in the woods. They believe he was murdered 10 years ago, blah, blah, blah. It's like all the time. Happens all the time. I don't know. You gotta watch yourself out here in the woods. What's up, AB? Happy freedom. Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. What you need is a Rumble link over on the GoofTube. Let me get you an escape route to a better place. There we go. I think we're good. What's up, Cassandra? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Alright, we're going to get started with this first video. It's titled, Maine Congressman Jared Golden. I now favor banning assault weapons after the mass shooting that happened in Maine. This is going to be very hard to hear. Not the words that he's saying. It's not hard to accept. We know that people are soft and stupid out there. The room they're in has terrible acoustics, so it's very echoey and it's very hard to understand exactly what he's saying. But the bottom line is that Maine is trying to go unconstitutional, and that's no good. That's no good in my opinion. But first, remind you guys, we got the Spooky Hooligan t-shirts, coffee mugs, zipper hoodies, pullover hoodies, and 1 pint beer glasses. Not the kind you wear when you're picking up chicks, but you know, the ones you drink out of. Anyways, we got that design if you'd like to check it out at the merch store. If that's not the way you want to go, you can always go Scream and Go. Can't go wrong with Scream and Go. That's a fan favorite for sure right there. We'll have some new designs coming up after Halloween is over. But right now, those are the top designs. We have plenty of designs. Go check them out on the merch store. We have more than just those two. I think we have 20-something designs on the merch store. I didn't realize how I was going through and refining everything. I will post a link in the chat so you guys can check it out during this first video.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you to Mayor Chalene as well. My name is Congressman Jared Golden from the town of Lewiston, representing the 2nd Congressional District. Some of you might not recognize me because Congress has been so crazy lately. I haven't gotten a haircut in months. So, sometimes things happen that bring your worst nightmares to life. Yesterday, this is what happened in Lewiston. At a time like this, a leader is forced to grapple with things that are far greater than his or herself. Humility is called for as accountability is sought by the victims of a tragedy such as this one. Out of fear of this dangerous world that we live in my determination to protect my own daughter and wife in our home and in our community, because of a false confidence that our community was above this, and that we could be in full control, among many other misjudgments, I have opposed efforts to ban deadly weapons of war like the assault rifle we used to carry out this crime. The time has now come for me to take responsibility for this failure, which is why I now call on the United States Congress to ban assault rifles like the one used by the sick perpetrator of this mass killing in my hometown of Lewiston, Maine. For the good of my community, I will work with any colleague to get this done in the time that I have left in Congress. To the people of Lewiston, my constituents throughout the 2nd District, to the families who lost loved ones, and to those who have been harmed, I ask for forgiveness and support as I seek to put an end to these terrible shootings. In the days to come, I will give everything I have to support this community's recovery. Thank you.
Well, like I said, it's hard to hear, but either way, apparently Maine is going soft. These people outside the house are trying to figure out how to make a snowblower work, although we don't have snow. And it is terribly loud. I have all my windows closed and everything. It sounds like they're cutting a car in half. It sounds terrible out there. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. The chat on the website just like did something weird, and now I can't write it in the chat. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm trying to fix it, but we'll see. I'll have to work on it as we go here. Can you hear this? It's like they're cutting a car in half outside, I swear to God. What's really interesting is that I can see that you guys can still type in the chat, but I can't. I don't know what's going on here. It says I'm there. I broke it somehow. Either way. We're going to read through the chats really quick, and then we'll go ahead and move forward. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Maine doing that, other than rephrasing, well, not rephrasing, but reiterating what I said yesterday. Somebody drowns, we don't start banning water. We make sure everybody knows how to swim. I don't understand. Mass shooter happens, we're going to ban good guys with guns? So next time it's worse? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense to me. Well, I'm going to read through the chat really quick, and we're going to go ahead and move forward. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy Freedom. This whole situation with the website is irritating me. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to have to do something about that in a second. Matthew, cutting up your your Subaru? No, it's still at the shop as far as I know. DCAT, this is their new form of gun grab. Yeah, that's how they did it here. The incident happened at the university, and then all of a sudden they started passing red flag laws here. It doesn't make sense. That drowning analogy, I feel like, is right on the money. You can't ban water. You're not able to. It's already here. How are you going to ban water? It's everywhere. Well, guns are like that too. They're everywhere. So making more laws just bans more good guys with guns. It's so stupid. And they're not doing it because they're stupid. They're doing it because it's strategic. It's just stupid people who support it who don't realize that they're on the path to ban their own rights. Bunch of idiots. Bunch of idiots. Matthew Snowflakes. Yep. Soft and stupid and scared people. Unfortunately. What's up, Silver Wolf? Happy Freedom. Matthew, breathing ban is next. I wouldn't doubt it. I was thinking maybe they haven't caught this mass shooter because they're just allowing him to thin the herd a little bit. They're like, well, we did want depopulation. I mean, maybe we should just let this guy run a little bit. You know, that'll thin the herd out. I don't know. I mean, I think he's one of theirs in the first place. I think he's a Fed boy on his own. But they also haven't caught him. And I don't understand that. When there's very few incidents where the whole country's looking for somebody who's here in the country and just can't find him. Just where'd he go? Especially if there's cameras and tracking devices everywhere. It doesn't make sense to me. It reminds me of that incident where that guy killed his girlfriend or whatever, and they spent 2 weeks looking for him, and then they found him like in a hole near a swamp somewhere or something like that. They found his body in a swamp saying the alligators got him, and then they found like a little tented area nearby, and they were like, oh yeah, that's all this stuff. We got him. That's the guy. He just died randomly on the run. He just died, and yeah, we got him. Justice. Woo. Like, is that how this is going to turn out? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like we're watching the same movie, just part 2 or something. I don't know. Ploys by the Government. That's the name of the movie. Ploys by the Government. What's up, Willie Fix-It? Happy Freedom. What's up, Extremist Tom? I love that. That's hilarious. I appreciate the 2 lemons over there, Willie Fix-It. I appreciate you. Thank you. Over on D Live. This noise over here is really testing me. I'm about to tell them to shut the hell up. But they're going to tell me to go F myself because, you know, there ain't no sound ordinance at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's see. Mr. Gixer. Enforce the laws that are already on the books. I mean, yeah, that's really all they got to do. Same thing on the border. They're like, what we could do about the border? It's wide open. I don't know. Follow the law. Enforce the law down there. That's all you got to do. Like, between passing extra laws that we don't need and not enforcing the ones we have, it's a wonder we're not the CCP already. Let's see. Connie, it makes a lot of sense to you, but you can't say that here as you say that here. It's fine if it makes sense to you. It just makes us understand what kind of thinker you are. You just want to ban good guys with guns. Well, hopefully nothing bad ever happens to you, because you will be preventing yourself from having help arrive. There will not be help. They'll just be the bad guys with the guns, and you'll just have to do what they say or else. And, you know, that'll just be unfortunate because you support everybody losing their rights. And, you know, hey, it is what it is. 'Tis what it tis. Still over here messing with this chat. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's wrong with my settings. Either way. We're going to move forward to this next one. What's up, CMIC? I think that's how you say it. Happy freedom. This next one's titled, Busted. Security video shows Democrat Jamal Bowman take down warning signs and pulls fire alarm. I still can't believe this guy lied about it. And we were saying yesterday that it's probably on camera. Sure was. Well, then why lie about it? He thought it was going to be like 2020, that they would just all of a sudden start losing all the evidence and stuff. No, buddy, we got you. Let's go ahead and get this started. He thought nobody was gonna see that. he thought that was just fine. That was just gonna turn out fine. He's like, nobody's gonna catch me. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. What an idiot. Says he didn't pull the fire alarm to suspend the meeting. The meeting at the time was how to prevent the government shutdown because of their terrible budgeting with our money. He's like, nah, I didn't pull that fire alarm to suspend the meeting. I couldn't figure out how to get out that door. I'm used to being a big guy and having people open doors for me. I couldn't figure out how to get the job done. I mean, yeah, I used to be a principal and I ran it in a school for a few years and I should know what a fire alarm looks like, but I don't. I just didn't know how to open doors correctly. You guys are a bunch of bastards pointing your fingers at me, calling me names, and here we are on camera. He didn't even try to mess with the doors. He was just like, bloop, and walked away. I'm like, yeah, buddy, you're a piece of shit and a liar. Well, glad we got that discovered and out of the way. Just reading through a chat really quick and we'll go ahead and move forward. Let's see. Jeez, Dan, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you guys recover quickly. I don't know why you guys can't make it into the chat. I almost don't have anything else to try. But I'll see what I can do. Hair Juicer just had a crazy encounter with law enforcement. Undercover cops shut the bridge down for an arrest and had a good screaming match with the cops because they wouldn't take their compliance cloths off. I hate interacting with officers. Because, you know, it's up to them how the vibes go. I mean, yeah, you can be an asshole and that will definitely set the tone for the conversation. But there's been so many times where I've talked to a cop and I'm just like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Or, hey, how's it going? And they just immediately act like dick faces. And then you're like, well, I'm going to try and be as nice as I can to you and treat you like a little princess. And you can go on your little high horse and be on your little way. And sometimes they won't let it go. They're like determined to have a conversation until they can find a way to get you to incriminate yourself when all you did was ask why the road is blocked. You know, and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, but what are you doing here? I'm trying to be on my way, but you guys are stopping me. And they're like, where are you going? Well, I don't answer questions. Oh, you got something to hide? And it's like, I don't want to have this interaction at all, buddy. I don't know why you want to do this. You're just a bastard. But not all of them are that way, but I've had plenty of interactions like that. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. Let's see. Reading through. It sucks to hear we got hooligans getting sick. It's that time of the year, too. It's rough stuff. DCAT, I don't talk to the police. When you do, they find a reason to put you in jail. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Especially the young ones. If you talk to fresh cops, they think everybody's guilty. I don't know. It's not good. I think eventually we'll get to the point where body cams have good enough batteries to just run full shifts. And then I think that'll make officers behave a little bit more professional, because they won't be turning their body cams on and off whenever they feel like it. It'll just be on the whole time they're on duty. And I think that could potentially help things. To help prevent some of those situations. Old BR, what's all included in red flag laws, or is it different for every state? It is different for every state, but I think red flag laws is like a group of laws that are just considered red flag laws. But my biggest understanding is that, or like the most common way I'm hearing this phrase described, is that someone has the ability to point a finger at you and call the police and say they've heard you say crazy stuff, they've seen you do crazy stuff, or you're known to do crazy stuff, and they feel in their softest feeling that you're a threat and that you need to have your guns taken away. And the police will show up and say someone made a call on you, and now you're going to lose all your gun rights, and if you want them back, you have to go to court and prove that you're not a crazy person, which is like conspiracy charges. It is very hard to make others believe the way they've already painted you up. It's very hard to overcome conspiracy charges. It's very hard to overcome the way a court feels about you. So if you have people point fingers at you saying you're a bad person, by the time you get to the courthouse, everyone has already decided that you are a bad person. So to go there and smile and dress all pretty and be like, no, I'm actually a good guy and I deserve to have my guns back. Well, what do you think it takes to get the government to give you your guns back after they already think you're a bad person? That's the problem with red flag laws. And then when you live in areas that have a lot of Karens, and they just feel that it's their job to call the police on every little person that's ever done anything. If you got boots on the ground at all, grocery store or otherwise, you deserve to have the police come check you out. Well, that is like a gift from God to them. They want nothing more than to be able to point fingers at every person that doesn't meet their appearance requirements, such if they don't like your skin color or they don't like the way you're dressed. They'll just call the police, point their finger at you, and say, I think he has a gun and he should have him taken away. And now you have a bunch of hoops to jump through because some asshole had a cell phone and a finger to point at the same time. That's a red flag law, and that's why they're a problem. I mean, that's part of the reason why they're a problem. Anything that's infringing on our Second Amendment is a problem on its own. Let's see. Oh, I don't think I told you guys. I wanted to tell you guys and I forgot. And now I'm forgetting again. I think we're going to be able to come out with hooligan chapstick. There is a hooligan out there that knows some people that create like chapsticks and soaps and shampoos and all kinds of natural stuff that's really awesome and high quality and all that stuff, professionally packaged and whatnot. And they're buddies with one of our hooligans, and they're going to see about getting us some hooligan chapstick. I don't know what's all entailed, but it looks like things are kind of moving forward, so I'm pretty excited about that, honestly. But I will update you guys when I know more. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for donating an ice cream over on D Live. I appreciate you, Cassandra. Thank you for all the support. Let's see, flipping through. What's up, Soul For Real? Happy Freedom. Grey Wolf, if it was a person from the GOP, they would be arrested, or even MAGA, off to jail. They did press charges against that Democrat that pulled the fire alarm. I can't remember what the charges were, but he's facing $1,000 in fines or $5,000 in fines, one or the other. I can't remember. And 2 years of probation or something. He's not getting anything significant. Nothing at all. And that's the plea agreement that he has pretty much already agreed to. He hasn't been sentenced yet. That's why I said that last video, the video we just watched, would most likely be the last follow-up to that incident. The only way we would have another follow-up is if something significant happened with his sentencing. Otherwise, that's pretty much the end of the story right there. What's up, A-Quest? Happy freedom. What's up, Kelly? Happy freedom. Ray, any hooligan lube. I was wondering what Kelly was talking about. Now I figured it out. Working on it. We're working on all the stuff. There's been a demand for hooligan unders for going on 4 years now. And it is hard to get custom unders. It really is. Unless you guys want to pay $50 a pair, it is crazy difficult to get custom unders that are not from China. I can get them from China. You guys are putting that Chinese fabric on your goods, and I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I don't know. That's why I haven't put it together. I don't want to really be pushing Chinese merch, so that's the only reason we ain't got hooligan unders. Those prices need to come down. We'll see about the lube. The chapstick is just working out on its own, which is really nice. That's how most things happen. Things that become successful with what we do have just a way of moving on their own. We give a little life to it, and then all of a sudden it becomes a brand. Like that's how everything rolls. Like the Screaming Goat. You know, it just happens. Things happen very organically around here. And I love it. Hey, I appreciate you, Jim. Thank you for being here. What's up, Lion's Heart? Happy freedom. Bombay Man. Appreciate you being here. Cracking me up. What's up, Hydrodynamic? The Freedom Lube. Empty coiner. We'll see. We'll see. Hydrodynamic. Then name the lube Liberal Tears. Oh man, we would sell out if it was like that. People would be all proud, showing their lube off into the camera. Look at what I got Liberal Tears. Like, wait a minute, why you got lube, dude? What are you doing? What are you up to? What kind of party are you throwing this weekend? What's up, F Body Bill? Happy freedom. AB, $1,000 fine, 6 months probation. Yeah, it's a bunch of nothing. He'll be pulling fire alarms before you know it. A-Quest, write a Chinese disclaimer. Well, I don't know. I've thought about it just so you guys would have access to hooligan unders, but I don't know. I don't want to sell Chinese crap. Hair juicer. Oh, I hate going to the vet. I don't know why. I'm not the one sitting in the chair. The cat is, but I just can't stand going to the vet. Make it vulgar. I don't think I can make it vulgar. The store that's making, well, that potentially is making the chapstick is, what do they call it? Like whole stick? So it's like all natural everything, right? And so their branding is really soft and organic looking, sounding, the verbiage, all of that stuff. I don't think they could have just a single product that is just all censored out because it's so vulgar. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hair juicer, Liberal Tears, hand sanitizer. Oh, that would be a good one too. I mean, dang, that's a hard one. I don't know if Liberal Tears should be lube or if it should be hand sanitizer, because they both send really solid messages. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Let's see. Cassandra, anytime a lawyer is given advice, they always suggest never to speak to police. Whatever you say will be used against you. Yeah. Yep. Most of the time when people get convicted, it's because they open their face. If it's time to put the cuffs on, you just tell them, I fully comply, but I am not talking. I am not speaking without my attorney present. And they'll say, okay. And whatever happens, just keep your face closed and the lawyer will work it out. And they're buddies with the judges and prosecutors and stuff, so the best thing you could do for yourself is just let the attorney work it out. Don't throw yourself under the bus, but that's just what I do. I can't give any kind of legal advice. Astral Hammer, how come Derby's not on Gilded? I don't know. Because they didn't go sign up for Gilded, I guess. I mean, unless they're banned. But as far as I know, they're not banned. What's up, High Plains Drifter? Happy Freedom. Appreciate you being here. It's Freedom Friday. I gotta get it out of my head. It's not Wednesday. What's up, GSX? Happy Freedom. Flowers, BS charges. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He'll be pulling fire alarms before you know it. So we're going to move on to this next video titled, Oregon State Board of Education Extends Pandemic Proficiency Requirements. That sounds so good. But it just means that they don't care if their students know how to read and write. That blue team labeling, they must be really good at branding. Like saying, hey, do you want to cure yourself of pregnancy? That's women's health care. Like, what do you mean? That's dead babies. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Come on, man. Cassandra, what scent would liberal tears be? I mean, is there scented lube? I mean, that would make sense. And I just feel like hand sanitizer always smells like rubbing alcohol. We'll have to think about it. You hooligans, type in the chat. What would liberal tears smell like? What would the scent of our liberal tears product, whether it was lube or hand sanitizer, what would it smell like? While you're thinking of that, we're going to get this video started. Once again, Oregon State Board of Education extends pandemic proficiency requirements. Hold up, look at this guy's face. He looks like he's got some hooligan lube right now.
Well, high schoolers in Oregon will no longer have to prove they know how to read, write, or do math. The Oregon State Board of Education deciding to suspend the proficiency requirement to order to graduate. Now, the suspension was established during the pandemic when test scores dropped due to remote learning. Now it's extended through 2027-2028 school year. Let's bring in Washington University in St. Louis professor and feature editor for Harvard Data Science Review, Liberty Vittert. Liberty, good morning. Many parents and school leaders critical of the decision, saying lowering standards will cheapen the Oregon high school diploma. Yet the State Board of Education unanimously voted in favor of the extension. How will this affect students over the next 5 years?
This is one of the worst decisions we can make for students right now. We are dumbing down our school systems. We are making it so kids cannot fail. And the problem is that if we don't fix it in high school, we're certainly not going to fix it in college, where classes are bigger, where parents don't have as much of a say, and we're doing it in the subjects that are most necessary, both for student success and for our workforce. You know, if you don't understand the Iliad, you're going to be okay. But if you can't do trigonometry, you're not going to be able to do pre-calculus, and you're not going to be able to get a job.
And Liberty, I struggled with integers, so please don't quiz me right now. But what you're talking about is literally a domino effect for the future of students. One of the reasons the extension was passed is because the Board of Education said the testing disproportionately harms students of color and students with educational disabilities. How will lowering the standards actually help these kids?
Lowering the standards won't help them. It might let them get through high school, but it's going to mean they don't have a job later on. It's going to mean the American workforce is going to be at risk later on. And it's going to just widen the gap for minorities and people who are socioeconomically in different groups later on. It's making a short-term solution for what's going to be a much longer term and much bigger problem.
And Liberty, I often have problems when organizations group and say students of color need assistance in this and that and the other, because I do believe that it disproportionately affects those of us who are saying, wait a minute, we just know we need to work harder. We can still do this work. And it does cheapen the experience. Instead of keeping standards lower, what should the Oregon Board of Education be doing to make sure high school students are prepared for the real world?
We've actually seen test scores skyrocket in places like Mississippi when they put in higher standards. Higher standards make parents pay more attention, makes teachers pay more attention, and has an incredible effect for students. The standards need to be higher, not lower. We've seen the research. This isn't just someone making this up. It is clear in the research that that is what helps students do better across the board, minority or otherwise.
And Liberty, to be clear, because I'm going to wrap this up, cheapening or lowering the standards may help in the short term, but it disproportionately affects those that they are trying to help in the long term.
That is the perfect summary.
Liberty Vittert, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to News.
It's not good. It's not good. I feel like the whole country's not doing good with reading, writing, and math. And then Oregon's just, let's not even make kids test out. Screw it. Doesn't matter if they get out in the world and can read, write, and do math. They'll have phones. They'll be fine. It's like the opposite of what we were told in math class back when we were in school. Well, you're not going to have a calculator. You better learn how to count on your fingers and toes. And here we are in life with a calculator attached to our hip and our head at all times, stuck in our hand as much as it can be. This is like the opposite. Well, you don't need to use your brain. You got a phone. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's no good. It's no good. I'm kind of surprised Michigan hasn't done that, because as far as I know, our stats are terrible. Our stats are terrible here because we were in a lockdown longer than anybody else. The kids were very much affected by that. So I don't know. It's no good. We're going to read through the chat really quick. We got 2 more videos left. Cassandra, people on YouTube keep saying armpit and BO for the liberal tier. What did we go? We're not going with flavor. We're going with scent, right? I want to say the wrong thing. Let's see, where are we at here? Yeah, what scent would it be? Armpits and BO. It's terrible. That's the thing, is when I was asking you guys what scent would our hooligan lube or hand sanitizer be, I was wondering if you were going to say things that we would want to put on our body or things that just smell like what you think liberal tears would smell like. And it seems like we got a little bit of both. Let's see. Reading through here. Hair juicer, chewed Skittles. Cucumber's always a good smell. I mean, yeah, chewed Skittles though. You could have said Skittles and I would have thought the same kind of smell, but the chewed Skittles gives me a little visual with it. That is something. Sam Math is a bigot. Something. It is in Oregon. It is in Oregon. It's unfortunate. Cassandra, liberals always do look smelly. I don't know why. It's like because they're primitive. They're trying to undo all kinds of modern stuff, and so they just become primitive. They're all, I don't know, greasy and hairy and stuff. I don't know. They like it that way. Matthew, soy smell. Smells like soy. I was thinking maybe it should smell like vanilla. It should smell like vanilla, because everybody's just, most liberals are just plain and white, and they just bitch about everybody else's problems. So why not? Everybody likes vanilla. A little vanilla. Matthew, lavender. Could be lavender. Let's see. Kevin, breaking, far left, CNN officially closes its world news headquarters in Atlanta after more than 35 years. Really? Well, I'm gonna look that up after the live. That is something. I'll definitely check that out. Thank you for letting me know, Kevin. My bad. Just reading through really quick. Crystal. Good morning from Oregon, where they want dumb kids. I'm sorry to hear that. I hate that, because it's like all these states where there's bad stuff going on, there's still good people there, and it's like they're forgotten. It's like they're lost. They're just shadowed by all the nonsense happening there. Like, we got hooligans in New York, but we don't think of that when we see New York on fire and full of border crossers and stuff. We're like, yo, should we cut the cancer that is New York off of the rest of the country? Well, no, we got hooligans there. We got good people there. You just can't tell because all the bad shit going on. It's messed up. Our leaders do not represent us properly at all. From mayors to presidents. It's just, they don't represent us at all. They do a terrible job. Let's see. Normal times, they don't need no education. They're just another brick in the wall. I mean, more or less, from the government's aspect, yeah. We're the ones that got to deal with those dummies, though. Like, I remember the time in the workforce where I guess it'd be Gen Z started getting old enough to work, and then they come in and they're like, I can't, what time is it? And you're like, what do you mean? The clock's on the wall. And they're like, yeah, but I can't tell what time it is. Use your fucking eyeballs and look at the clock. What are you talking about? Well, it's got these things. Hands? And they're like, yeah, I can't read clocks that got hands. you're going to have a hard time in life, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Half the time, those digital clocks are wrong. Okay. And it's like, yeah, half the workforce right now can't read analog clocks. These guys can't read, period. I'm sure that'll be fine in 15 years when they're in the workforce. Everything's going to be just visual diagrams with no words on it. It'll probably be all fancy touchscreen. You'll just touch it and it'll read out loud to you. That's what's really hindered us is our phones. Kids see no point in learning to read and write because they can hit the little microphone button and just talk and it will write it down for them. Same thing if they find text on the screen, they can access the accessibilities option on their phone and have all the text read to them. They don't see the point in learning to read and write because the phones do it for them. And this is the school saying, good, we got you right where we want you. You don't have to read and write. We want you nice and stupid. It's messed up. It's messed up. DCAT's the Democrats' way of keeping people stupid. I agree. I agree. GSX, we got coffee mugs. We got a ton of coffee mugs, actually. If you check out the merch store. There you go. There's the merch store link. RK, I only wear analog watches. I do too. I don't know. They're fancier. They have a nicer look to them. Oh, I see. I mean, we had calculators, but we still learned math. Yeah, but we didn't walk around with a calculator in our pockets. I mean, not all of us. Some of us probably did. But, we didn't have a calculator that also communicated with our friends and family and had access to the internet and did all this stuff where we wanted to keep it in our pocket as much as possible. And then whenever we needed to do math, we didn't have this calculator in our pocket to pull it out. It was still inconvenient enough for us to be like, okay, I guess I should learn how to do math. And they were also able to con us with money. They're like, you can't do math, you can't count money. You need money to live and do anything in the world. And we're like, well, we want money. They're like, well, you better learn to count. And, well, and so they got us. It was inconvenient enough, and we all want money. And so that's how they got us with math. But the reading and writing and stuff, we got speakers and microphones for everything. And kids are, well, a bunch of doughheads right now, being taught by the cell phones. It's unfortunate. Matthew, Venn diagrams. Don't bring Hyena Harris into this. I know she loves her Venn diagrams. That's how she was raised. She can't read or write, do math either. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll just work out. Let's see. Brujo, they're slowly being taught a new form of hieroglyphic symbolic type of communication. More or less, there's a lot of abbreviated words. Like PETA, pain in the ass. There's lots of that. There's lots of that. Everything is just being, I don't know. Everything's being changed. Definitions are being changed. Words are broken down into, I can't think what the word is, down to its initials. There's a phrase for that I can't think of right now. I don't know. They're trying to change everything around us. Maybe that's normal, though. That might just be normal. Because, like, my grandpa used to tell me, he's like, when I was younger, we didn't even have plastic. There wasn't commercial airlines. And I'm like, how do you live in a world like that? Like, what'd you do? Just ride a horse everywhere? Like, hell, all I got is the Klaus Daniels. But now we're sitting in that seat and we're watching the world change around us and we're like, we don't want it to change. But when we were kids, our parents were saying the same thing. Our grandparents were saying the same thing. Like, we don't like the way the world is now. And we're like, what? It's fine. And that's how Gen Z and Gen Alpha, that's how they are right now. They're like, what are you talking about? It's fine around here. It's good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. And we're like, nah, it's not good. You just think it's good because you don't know anything. Extremist Tom pumpkin spice. I mean, that would be a good seller. We had liberal tiers in pumpkin spice. Every October and November we'd probably sell out. Let's see. DeRosa, an acronym. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of. An acronym. You think the liberal tiers should be scented as saltwater starfish? There you go. Mr. Beansy Beans. Hyena Harris loves her knee pads and oral skills. She's well, I don't want to say the best, but she's well rehearsed from what I understand. Geezer man. Oregon's a beautiful state, but run by Marxists. It's messed up. That's how all the blue places are, really. A lot of the blue places could be great places to be, but they're ran by idiots. And then the idiots who live there get the privilege of running around being idiots out loud. And then the rest of us just have to sit here and deal with it. Stare at them and record them when we're at Walmart. So they act like fools. Let's see. Hey, I appreciate you, Hydrodynamic. I mean, I think social media and stuff has a purpose. I just don't think it's being used correctly. We've never, ever in the history of mankind been able to communicate at the level we can now. I mean, the only way to broadcast like we are now, you had to be a part of a news station. And not anybody could just be a part of a news station. To reach somebody in a foreign country, you had to pay for international calling. You know what I mean? Like, we had to go through all these steps to be able to communicate the way we do now very easily. Just pick up a phone and talk to anyone, anywhere, at any time, in any form. You could talk face to face through video chat. You could talk through audio chat. You could talk through text. You could talk through emojis. You don't even have to use words. You just throw emojis at each other and just understand what each other is saying and feeling. And we use all of that to troll each other and cut each other down and make each other feel bad, instead of uniting and changing the way the government treats us and changing the way our society works. We don't use it for that. We use it for trolling and posting nude photos and stuff like that. I don't know. It is what it is. Cassandra, California is one of the worst in test scores in education. Is that because of the amount of people, though? Like, is it really just low stats, or is it for the amount of people going to school that it should be testing better? Is the average down? Here, Juicer. Oh, you guys made it out of the vet. Glad to hear it. That's awesome. Brujo, you crack me up. Zero, if you read Brujo's comment and then you read your comment again, it sounds questionable. The things being wrote is questionable. So we're going to move on to this next one. It's titled, Old Man Walter Faces Primary Challenge from Democratic Congressman Dean Phillip. I don't know. I'm not impressed by this guy. I don't expect any of you to be impressed by this guy. This is more just raising awareness that somebody's going to try and replace Old Man Walter that isn't Newsom, which is kind of surprising. Let's go ahead and get this started.
New this morning, President Joe Biden is facing a challenge from a member of his own party. Democratic Congressman Dean Phillips of Minnesota has entered the 2024 race for the White House. He will be entering the primary race against the president, who is working to get reelected. NBC's Bree Jackson is following the developments from us from D.C. And Bree, this was a big surprise from Phillips.
Yeah, good morning, Francis. It's not exactly a surprising move in some way. Phillips has always been critical of President Biden's plans to run for a second term. Back in August, he was on NBC's Meet the Press, and he was calling on his fellow Democrats to enter the primary. He made it clear that he is a big supporter of President Biden, but he said it's time for him to pass the torch. Phillips is a third-term congressman and a member of the Problem Solvers Caucus, a group of bipartisan lawmakers in Congress. Now, in an interview with CBS News, he says he has to run for president.
Are you running for president?
I am. I have to. I think President Biden has done a spectacular job for our country, but it's not about the past. This is an election about the future. I will not sit still. I will not be quiet in the face of numbers that are so clearly saying that we're going to be facing an emergency next November.
The Biden campaign did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The White House press secretary was asked earlier this week about reports that Phillips was preparing to enter the race. She somewhat dismissed those questions by saying she appreciated the congressman's almost 100% support of the president. Now, it will be interesting to see how the Biden campaign chooses to respond to this challenge from a fellow Democrat.
Well, we got more to worry about than just Old Man Walter and Newsom, I guess. I can't even believe that guy sitting in that chair saying, oh yeah, Old Man Walter, I think he's done a great job. What? Oh, you hate America too? Well, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to say he was doing a great job. Nobody believes that. You hate America? Okay, we see why you're doing what you're doing. It's all making sense now. Just flipping through the chat. I don't know anything about that guy, so I don't really have anything to say other than he's some idiot that thinks Old Man Walter did a good job. We'll see how it goes. Either way, it's going to be Orange Eagle all day, 2024. They can pull as many blue people as they want to. It doesn't matter to me. It's Orange Eagle. Or they're a bunch of liars and scammers and corrupt people. Sam, they're delusional. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. What is that guy bringing to the table? He didn't even say anything. He just blew Old Man Walter hard during that interview, and then he was like, yeah, but I could do a good job too, and then he went home. Well, that's great. We'll see you in 2028 when the Orange Eagle's done running, and then we'll be back to the battlegrounds. See who's next. Here, Juice, you're glad you made it home safe? Your pooch is very photogenic. Taking a picture of Klaus is like taking a picture of the Flash. It's just blurry shadows all over the place. Everyone's like, show us Klaus. The only time I can show you is hold him up in front of the camera, because otherwise he's so elusive. It's hard to take pictures of him. And I live like a vampire. All my curtains in my house are actually shower curtains because I don't want the sunlight to come in the house. I like living in my own environment. It makes me depressed and stuff to be live and then get off the live, and then it's dark out and I miss the whole day. With shower curtains, it's always dark here, so mix that with Klaus Daniels racing across the house at 350 miles an hour. That's some Biden math for you. Let's try and take a picture of that. It's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. Let's see. Let's read through the chat. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom. Normal times. Old Man Walter got caught with his flashcards again. They might as well just be like, the president's going to address the nation, and then just have like a speaker. Just like a computer screen just belted out. Because Old Man Walter's not providing anything to anyone. He doesn't know anything about nothing. He's just there. He's just there, being instructed by every person around him on what to do and when to do it. It's like, we all know what's up. I don't understand the point of the charades at this point. What's up, Firefox? Happy freedom. All parts of dumbest down. Yep, you're right, Firefox, it is. The dumber we are and the more divided we are, the stronger the government is. And that's how it is. Because if we were a bunch of smart, strong, united people, the government wouldn't be able to do anything to us but face off. That'd be it. Face off. They don't like what we're doing. They want to change what we're doing. They'd have to force us. But because they can divide us and make us stupid, all they gotta do is turn the power off. Nobody knows how to camp. Nobody knows how to hunt. Nobody knows any science because they can't read or write. So they don't understand how to take care of themselves in the wild, or in the wild during the wintertime here in Michigan where you got 6 feet of snow outside. Nobody knows how to take care of themselves. So instead of facing off, they can just, power's gone, you're screwed. Internet's off. They just turned your brain off because you've been using the internet instead of your brain. They turn it off, boom. Bunch of brain dead idiots standing around waiting to be consumed by the government. You're right, it's all done by design. As long as they keep us divided, soft, and stupid, they're in control. And that's the way it is. I was talking about it yesterday. The more you know, the more free you are, but the more stressed you are. The more you're aware about everything going on around you to be prepared for any kind of situation that may come your way, the more you stress about it. The more you recognize the signs of the times, which is it's not hardening your heart, it's disheartening. It makes you sad, it makes you stressed, it makes you depressed, because you can actually see what's happening because you're aware of it happening. You could be blissfully ignorant and be unaware of your surroundings. You'll be happier. But if you need freedom, you need to be able to stand on your own and go do something when things get hard. You won't be able to because you don't have the education to do it. So you can either be temporarily blissfully ignorant, or you can be stressfully aware of your surroundings. And right now, that's all I see. It's one or the other. I don't really see an in-between. Let's see. Just flipping through really quick. We got one more video left. Just talking about the U.S. doing strikes in Syria. Everybody's really scared of the draft and going to war and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to get drafted. Outside of that, I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to it. These things happen, especially when we got blue team running the country. DeRosa deepfake speaker. Could be. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's weird that I haven't seen or heard any new things about Speaker Johnson. They talked about McCarthy every day for like 2 weeks when he became speaker. It must be because Speaker Johnson is an extremist, like they keep saying. He's MAGA extreme. He's super ultra Kamehameha MAGA all day. Let's see. Mr. Beansy Beans, I think Hooked on Phonics will be a Pulitzer Award winner. Could be. Do they still have Hooked on Phonics? I used to have a t-shirt that was all white, had blue letters on it, and it said, Hooked on Phonics worked for me, with a smiley face, but all the words were spelled wrong, and they had capitals all in the middle of the words and stuff. Yeah. I wasn't even in high school. I don't know how I can remember stuff like that, but I can't remember what I'm supposed to do in a day. It's just, it is what it is. Just reading through. Hydrodynamic, get a black light so you can still get vitamin D. You're going to see all the stains in my house. You guys could be like, what's going on in here? Why you got DNA all over the walls? What the hell you been doing in here? Alright, hooligans, we're going to move to this last one. It's titled, U.S. Conducts Airstrikes in Syria. This is for you guys more than me. I care about what happens here, but we'll see. A lot of people keep talking about, not just, you know, me and you kind of people, but officials and people on TV keep talking about how they're just waiting for a sleeper cell to pop up here in America. And we're like, oh, you just now thinking about that? We've been worrying about that since old man Walter got into office. Like, you just now worried about terrorists being here? Oh, no. No. I actually worry about the next time we have something bad like that. Like, let's paint the scene really quick. 9/11. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. 911. It's too late now. I blew it. But after the plague happened. So with the mentality we all have right now, this, I'm better than you and I'm right and I want you to believe that I'm right and you're either with me or against me. There's no in between. This hateful, divisive kind of behavior we all have right now because of being hate banged by the government for the last 3 years through the plague. But then an attack happens. Something big and crazy happens like 911. You're going to see Americans in the streets with guns for no reason. Just being like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to get some of this anger out. I worry about something stupid like that happening. Because normally the police show up. People are scared. They don't know what to do. First responders get there. People are getting corralled. And, hey, you know, places are being lined off. Hey, you can't come past here. We're trying to get everything under control. I don't think that could happen today. I think if that was to happen today, Americans would be like, let me at the terrorist first. I want to be the first one to shoot a terrorist on American soil. I think that Americans would be going ham. It'd be like trying to find the Willy Wonka golden ticket on a chocolate bar. You would see people hit the streets trying to be the first one to smoke a terrorist on U.S. soil. That's what I believe. Anyways, let's get this started here.
Huge news.
Sean, we can report, based on senior military sources, that U.S. warplanes have carried out airstrikes tonight inside Syria against Iranian proxy forces. We don't know the number of strikes. We were told earlier today to expect that perhaps F-15s and F-16s would be involved in the airstrikes, but we don't have confirmation yet about how many warplanes. But those strikes have been carried out. I'm told it is in response to the more than dozen strikes against U.S. bases. The message is a clear message designed to Iran and its proxy forces to stop carrying out these drone and rocket attacks against U.S. bases. But I'm told that the planes have safely left the area and that the airstrikes are complete at this time. They were targeting multiple locations inside Syria and Iranian proxy forces, Sean.
It's so important, Jennifer. Thank you for that breaking news, especially in light of the fact that American forces have been attacked by both Iraq and by Syria. We appreciate that news.
Well, I don't have a whole terrible lot to say about that. It's happening over there and not over here. But they also have been saying that 900 U.S. troops have been sent over to the Middle East. Also, they deployed yesterday or last night or something like that. I don't know why we're getting involved in everybody's stuff. And on top of it, everyone's saying we're funding both sides. And war's money for our government. I don't know. As long as they don't draft me. That's the only thing. I just don't want to be drafted. Anything outside of that is like, well, we were just in Afghanistan for 20 years. How is this different? It doesn't feel different. Either way, I'm going to read through the chat really quick. That is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. So I'm going to drop this link tree as I make my way through the chat. If you would like to donate or join membership programs or get some merch, you can do all of that on the link tree if you would like to support the live and what we do over here. What I ask is that you join Gilded, though. Gilded is free and currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live, you can download it on your phone as an app, or you can access it from your computer. We have hooligans that prefer both, so it's up to you how you get to it, but it's multiple chats, kind of like you're in right now. Hooligans there 24/7, keeping the conversation going. We also have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Gilded. If you're really feeling saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. You can get a free week at the top of the link tree. It's no strings attached. Free week to go see everything we got going on at jeffmaclive.com. Then after the week is up, you'll just lose your access to the restricted area. And if you'd like to come back, just get a membership and you can pick up right where you left off. You'll find all of that on the link tree. I'm going to read through the chat really quick and we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. And then we're going to wrap things up. I do believe we'll be playing the game today, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, over on Kick, Jeff Mac Live, and Jeff Mac Gaming. You can find Jeff Mac Gaming at the bottom of the link tree. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be going back to Fallout 4, playing Nuka World. Just reading through. Sam, you need sunshine in your life? Oh, I know. That's why I like going for walks. It's just, I don't know. I live around a lot of apartment buildings, so every time I got a window that's see-through, people can see into my house, and they will. They will have a whole party on the porch and be staring into my house, and it's because I have 7 lights all pointing at me right now, and then this is all bright green. And then it's on a white wall that's reflecting a hell of a lot of light because all the lights point at it. And then I have a 3-pane slider right here. So if I don't have shower curtains right here, they can see right into my house. It doesn't matter if I have curtains or not because the sun is sitting in front of me. And so everybody wants to stand on the porch over there and look over and go, is this guy running in only hooligans or what? Is he going to put some feet pics out? What's going on? Because there's a lot of light on me and I'm just sitting here in front of my computer and they have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm not scared of sunlight. I'd like to have my house private. My house would be underground if I had the option. I would live in like an underground base. I like privacy. I like to know that like I'm on my own. I'm on my own. Nobody's monitoring me or anything outside of these cameras and stuff in my house. That's just the government. That's just the government trying to get a peek if I'm beating my meat or something like that. But you know, it's just another day. It's just another day. Let's see. Here, Juice is over here posting pics of his pooch. He's got a nice dog. It's a nice little dog. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Dan. I hope you and Annette start feeling a little bit better. Matthew, I'm with you. I like bananas and banana bread too. I'm all about that. Banana bread, zucchini bread. I love that stuff. I think you should have to make a loaf of banana bread in order to graduate from high school. The effort it takes to make banana bread and make it correctly requires a little bit of everything. And I think if you're a senior in high school, you should have to make a loaf in order to graduate out. Otherwise, you can't read, write, or do enough math. If you can't do enough of that to make banana bread, you don't deserve to be out in the workforce. You have to do senior year over again. Astral Hammer first, they'll draft the young and then get them killed, and then they'll go for the older straight white males to fight next. Well, I mean, I don't want to celebrate that I'm not that young, but I just hope they don't do the draft. I just hope they don't. With Old Man Walter, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but I hope that doesn't happen. Gonzo always creating narratives to cost people money and kill others. You're not wrong. It'd be something else if we had good leaders, and every time we did Coffee with Hooligans, we were just talking about, hey, did you hear that New York is now doing better in reading and writing and math than ever before? Did you hear that they're deporting 100 million illegal border crossers back to their homes and are not here anymore? Did you guys hear that they closed the border? Did you hear that they're going to take less taxes from us? Did you hear that wages are going up? Did you hear that housing is now affordable? Did you hear that chicken is now affordable? Like, it'd be like playing the lottery every time we came to Coffee with Hooligans. Be like, what great news do we have next? Instead, it's like, you guys want to hear about today's dumpster fire? I really don't want it to be like that. This is why we gotta have screaming goats. Just take our mind off the nonsense. We gotta laugh to prevent us from crying. Let's see, reading through. Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Empty Coiner. Well, I think we are good to go. I've already dropped the Linktree link for you guys. There's only one thing left. Alright, hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, really quick, if you guys didn't see my post, somebody was all bent out of shape yesterday because I don't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I had to express to this simple fellow that if I was to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance during all of this, as much as I want to, and I've tried to create a way to make it work, you guys would just be looking at my wiener the whole time. You wouldn't be able to. Then you guys would be bitching that I don't have my hand in my heart, and I do. You just can't tell because you're looking at the bulge up front. So I hope you guys really understand that if I could make a way for me to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance while we do that, I would. And I will if I can figure it out. But until then, just know I have full intentions of standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, and I do when it's time to do it outside of the live. But I just can't have you guys doing the Pledge of Allegiance to the front of my pants. I can't do that. So I just stay seated, and we're all in this together. Hopefully you guys understand. I didn't think I would have to say that. I've been waiting over a year to crack that can open. I knew somebody was going to be pissed that I'm not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I had somebody get pissed because I didn't say God the way that they want me to say it when I say the Pledge of Allegiance. There's always somebody that's got a bitch about something. But I figure I'd put out a PSA real quick. I don't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance during the live only because you'd be looking at my wiener. Otherwise, I don't take the knee during the national anthem or anything like that. So don't start thinking those thoughts. Idiots in my comment section on non-live videos thought it was important to tell me that I'm a grifter and a bad person because I don't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance during the live and show you guys the package I have. Okay, $3.99 a month, only hooligans. You want to see the goods? No, I'm just kidding. We ain't running like that. People are stupid, and I just wanted to raise a little awareness, just a little bit. We'll read through the chat really quick. We're going to wrap this up. Like I said, we will be playing the game 6 p.m. Eastern time. Going back to Fallout over on Kick, jeffmaclive.com, and jeffmacgaming. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. But don't forget, tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday. We will not be live on YouTube. We don't have time for communism on the weekends. Okay, we're live everywhere except for YouTube tomorrow because Saturdays are for free speech. So with that being said, use that link tree. Find a place outside of YouTube that you can handle being at and you can be comfortable at. And that's what we're going to be doing. Coffee with Hooligans tomorrow. Let's see. Hair juicer, don't stand. I don't want to see the chapstick. Yeah, see, I don't want you guys pledging allegiance to the chapstick. It's not about that, okay? Just pretend like I'm standing. You don't know. I could be standing right now. This is just a tall chair I'm sitting on. Okay? You don't know. You don't know things and stuff. Slink, they apparently never made banana bread. I'm saying their brain isn't firing off correctly. MU, someone's always pissed. So sad, too bad. Absolutely. Pumpkin, we'll just close our eyes. Come on now, I don't want you guys doing the Pledge of Allegiance with your eyes closed. It's like making promises with your fingers crossed. Let's see. You hooligans crack me up. Half of this stuff I can't read out loud. Slink, I agree with your banana bread theory. I feel like we need to test this. We need to test it. Can seniors make banana bread? And if not, do they deserve to be held back? Matthew, bad news sells. I know that bad news sells, but I don't know. Not everything's about monetization. I just wish I had more good news for you guys when we all get together. There's nothing like being like, hey, how's it going? I was waiting to get together today. By the way, let's talk about all the bad news and bring everybody down. Like, I wish it wasn't like that. But the truth is what the truth is. Jill, do you have any weapons? Yes, my left and right fist. I'm saying. I ain't got nothing for you but these hands. That's what I tell Klaus Daniels when I get in the house. I'll come in from wherever, and he'll be all happy to see me and stuff. He's like, you got anything for me? I ain't got nothing for you but these hands, buddy. You better back up. You better back up. Let me take these shoes off real quick. Poor Klaus Daniels. Let's see. What's up, Frank? Happy freedom. Cashflow, I believe the next war we have will be nuclear. I think so too. I think that the weapons we have right now are too lethal, too big, too mass. I think if we really did have a world war, it wouldn't even be us really fighting. It would just be flashes in the sky and large groups of people being decimated. I don't know. I try not to think about it because you could just get yourself all worked up and then nothing happens. You know, news breaks. Oh, none of this is even going on. It was all Hollywood. You know, and then you got all stressed out, made yourself all crazy. People had to see you being all crazy, and for what? For nothing. For a bunch of nothing. That's why I try. I'll worry about it when they get here. I'll worry about it when they get here. AB, no. I did not see that. That is sad. That is a sad story. I wish they would stop doing that. Giving shapeshifters Female of the Year awards and stuff like that. Like, that is... It's like me giving Klaus Daniels the Dog of the Year award. Like, what does it mean when it comes from a biased hand? You know, it doesn't mean anything. You hooligans crack me up. Alright, hooligans, like I said, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. We will be back together 6 p.m. Eastern time for some gaming over on those locations. If you don't want to hang out with us when we game, I will see you guys tomorrow 1 p.m. Eastern time for Free Speech Saturdays, coffee with hooligans everywhere except for YouTube. Use the link tree, find a place to be comfortable outside of YouTube so you'll be ready to go tomorrow for tomorrow's live at 1 p.m. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.